Go ahead and record this. Hi, everybody. Today is Monday, June 10th, which means we're exactly halfway through 2019, which means that we still have 6 months of this year to really shift things around, to really be on top of those goals that you started or that you had back in January. Maybe this is a good reflection time for you to look at where you're at now, 6 months into 2019, and see where you can shift things, shift your energy, shift your focus, shift your time management, shift who you're talking to, who you're allowing to be in your energy in this world, and change it up so that you can move forward and crush the last 6 months of 2019, because I know there's a lot of you that have huge goals who are going to absolutely accomplish them. And Brandy is here tonight because she has been on fire. And a lot of the reason, sorry, I have a little baby coming in the background. A lot of the reason that she has been on fire is because she changed her mindset and she committed to making that change, okay? She's doing all the same things that we're doing, but she decided that there had to be a bigger switch, and that's right here, right here. We can do the do, but if we're not doing the do with the right attitude, the right energy, the right intention, then we're not going to see results. And as soon as we swap it out and we start doing the do with the right energy, the right attitude, the right desires, the right thoughts, everything, that's when we begin to see results. So I'm going to turn it over to Brandy now, and I'm going to let her share her story. I'm also going to mute myself because I have a little baby coming on the screen with me tonight. Brandy, you ready? Brandy, can you hear me? I can't tell if she can hear me or not. Okay. Bradley.
Mama.
It says,
Mama.
yeah, you're seeing yourself. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Yeah, Scarlett really likes to see her reflection. So if you want a true image of, okay, hold on. Okay, if you want a true image of somebody that loves to see their own reflection, it would be this little girl right here. And that should remind us all that we should be so much more loving and kind to ourselves, because every time she sees herself, she puts this big, big smile on her face, and she's just so happy with what she sees back. And if we all remember to do that with ourselves even, every time we look in the mirror, to smile with a big, big smile on our face and to say, you know what, I love you today. I just know that the energy that we would all have and the love for ourselves and the results that we would see and just the people that come into our life would be so much greater. Brandy did comment that she was having a little technical difficulties. Can you hear me now, Brandy?
Yeah, it's not working for my computer. I don't know what's going on. My phone's working. So
yeah, that's weird. Okay, well, I was just letting them know that you're going to come on and talk about how shifting your mindset, not just doing the do, not just going through the motions, not just talking to the people, but also shifting your mindset, shifting how you talk to yourself, shifting how you think about this business, how you started to adopt the law of attraction, how that literally has magnified your results, so magnified them and taken them to the next level, and how that's something that you practice every single day. This is not like, oh, we do one meditation, we think one time about the people we want to attract, and then bam, it's over with. We have to force ourselves to work on this every single day, just like drinking your shake for breakfast, just like going to the gym. But the cool thing is, the better you get at it, the more you start to see results, the more fun and exciting it is. When you start to really focus on the law of attraction and you see it work for you, you literally become unstoppable. So Brandy, I'm gonna let you take over and share your story with this.
Yeah, seriously. Thank you so much. So I took a whole bunch of notes because I was so excited to tell you guys what's been working for me. I started out kind of slow and then had a good month and then was really slow, no enrollments. And I got really defeated November. December came and I think I had 8 enrollments, which was good for December. I think I was one of the top enrollers for our team, for Zach and Eden's team for the month. So I got really, really excited, which kind of changed my energy. Going to events, January, I went to my first event, which was New Year's kickoff, and I went from making $800 to $2,700. So Invest in your business, you guys. I cannot stress that enough. You have to invest in your business if you want to see results. So I just basically, I've expanded my network. I know that everyone says that. Expanding your network on social media and in real life will change your business. In real life, I would say number one thing to do is get out of your house. Start conversations with people everywhere you go. Hey, I love your shirt. Hey, cute. Your daughter's super cute, like at the park. Just start conversations with them. And I know it's scary, but if you don't, you'll never get anywhere. You have to step out of your comfort zone, out of your boundaries, and do things that you're not used to doing if you want to be successful with this. I've met so many moms. I can't stress, like in my area, I've probably met over 200 people in Niceville since I've moved here. My husband and I, we go out now. Like we used to never leave our house on the weekend. We just sit home and watch TV or, hang out with our kids. Now we're like, last Tuesday night, we went out to a guy's birthday dinner that we met at a bar. We met this guy at a bar 2 months ago, became friends with him, and he invited us to his 40th birthday dinner at this fancy restaurant. We went, we made 8 new connections that night. And Lewis, the guy I enrolled last week, was one of the guys we met at the restaurant for this 40-year-old birthday party. So you just never know who you're going to meet and who you can meet through that person as well. Connect with the girl at the gym last week. I was like, man, girl, I was like, you look really fit. Like, are you one of the trainers here? Just start a conversation with her. Now we're like talking about going to the beach together and letting our kids hang out. And, I don't know what she's using for nutrition. So that's my next step, is to talk to her. What else? Prospecting, look for people who, on social media who you think could use this. What else do we do, babe? Host sip and samples. I've done a couple of those. I've gotten a couple enrollments from those, but planting seeds is the big thing. And
Friendship.
Yeah. And creating friendships with people, will definitely help you on your business. 5 of the enrollments that I got this week were all people that were from seeds that I had planted since I've started in September. So people are watching you, even though they may not respond to you, they're watching you. And one of the couples that I enrolled, they've been watching us, and I've messaged her once and she never responded. And she came to me 2 days ago and she said, hey, me and my husband want to enroll, but what do we do? How do I sign up? And I'm like, oh, awesome. She never said one thing to me. And then a couple of the other couples were people that we've wanted on our team. We knew the one couple would be amazing, and they finally joined our team. So we're super excited to have them be a part of us. Volunteer, go to your church, Vacation Bible Schools, your kids' preschool. Just start volunteering with people and carry something with Isagenix. Like I walked in church yesterday with my Isagenix cup, and then I saw a girl in the bathroom with a Shakeology cup. So you just never know. Like people are watching you wherever you are. On social media, I would say this is what's definitely helped me the most, is the social media part. So I started Isagenix September, and I had maybe 400 friends. I don't even know how many I have right now. It's probably close to 4,000. I started by opening my account to public, and I kind of was iffy on that because I have my kids, and I've had pictures on there since they were babies on my Facebook. So that kind of scared me, but I took a leap of faith. I prayed about it, and I opened up my account to public. And then I just had people start friend requesting me, and I was like, okay. So I added these people, and I'm like, hey, I can tell if this person's a network marketer. And yes, it was kind of like, why am I adding these people that are network marketers to my page? Well, those people are messaging me, trying to sell me their stuff. And guess what? I've turned it on them, and now they're buying from me. So I just kind of asked them when they're like, hey, would you be interested in posting something on your wall for me? I'll give you into a drawing for an Amazon gift card if you post this on your wall. And I'll say, no, thank you. I'm really sorry. I'm with the Health and Wellness Company. What do you do? And they'll say, oh, I'm with It Works. Oh, awesome. How's that going for you? And they're like, oh, well, it's really not going well, but it only cost me $20 to get started with It Works. And I'm like, okay, so $20 investment. How much do you think you're going to get from that $20 investment with a business, really? And they're like, you know what? You're right. So a lot of people that have enrolled in the last couple of days actually are with other network marketing companies that have kind of like come to me, and I've kind of turned it on them. Ashley, I don't know if Ashley's on this call. I can't see who's on here, but Ashley was with Thrive, and she had just started with them, and she messaged me, and she just wasn't really happy with what she was learning and her mentorship. And I told her, I said, I'll take you under my wing, and we'll get you going with Isagenix. And she's so excited about it. And another girl on her team, Katie, who I don't know, Katie might be on this call. Katie, same thing. Katie is a entrepreneur and like super motivated to start this business. So you just have to find the right people that are ready to run with you.
I just wanted to hop on to that part real fast. At Top Achievers that I was just at, there's a lot of people coming over to Isagenix from other companies because of our compensation plan, because it's so good. One of the girls I sat at the table with had made $1 million with Jamberry, the nails, in 3 years. She made $1 million in 3 years with them, and she left them, walked away from the entire company in income because our compensation plan is so much better, because it offers you long-term residual and you can leave it to your children. So it's a legacy. So a lot of other companies, if you die, so does your income. With Isagenix, if you die, it goes to your children and your spouse, okay? So I thought that was really, really cool. Another lady there actually came from Arbonne, because the same thing in Arbonne, when you get leaders and they hit a certain level like executive, you stop earning any residual income on them. So that means as soon as you get your people advanced, you're done with them. It gives you no incentive to continue to encourage them. With Isagenix, you are financially linked with your people forever, which means you are connected with them here, and financially forever, and you will always care about them. So our financial, our compensation plan is so good. If somebody is reaching out to you from another network marketing company, like Brandy said, make sure to talk back to them kindly, respectfully, and then talk a little bit about how great you have it.
Exactly. I had a conversation today with a girl that was trying to sell me on her makeup. She's like, hey, do you like makeup? And I'm just like, yeah, I love makeup, but it's not my jam. Like, I don't really care that much about makeup. But I was like, but here, check out my results with this amazing health and wellness company I'm with. Or, are you happy? How long have you been with this company? And she's like, oh, a month, I'm not really making that much money. I showed her my before and after pictures, and she was like, I need that. So I added her to my group, which I have my own little personal group. That's another thing you guys could do, is if you have people like Sheena started her own group, her 30-day transformation. And then after that, it's her continued 30-day transformation. And she has so many hundreds of people on that group just because people want to see her recipes, because Sheena cooks so much good food and always posts it. So check out Sheena's page if you want some good ideas for food. What else? So what I do daily is I try to post just one time a day. If I post twice a day, it's because something needs to be said. Like today I posted, I think, twice today. Make sure it's not political, not controversial. You don't want to cause people to kind of be like, oh, well, this person's like that. Just be happy and post something that's going to be heartfelt, something that, people are going to be like, oh, well, she's really sweet. Like I did a live today, you guys. I had like over 100 and something people liked my live and messaged me saying, thank you so much. I needed to hear that. And it was like, I don't care. I was basically said, I don't care what network marketing company you're in. If you're on my page, you are my friend, and I'm here to love on you and help you grow as a person and your business. And that live got me a girl messaging me like, hey, what company are you with? So just step out of your comfort zone and do a live, you guys. Just do it. I never know what I'm going to say until I get on a live, honestly. I'm like, okay, hey, y'all. Literally just go for it. That's my motto. Just go for it. If you're trying to find a post, something to post, I go on Pinterest a lot and I'll find quotes. I'll just type in success quotes or motivational quotes, happiness quotes, things like that give you ideas, and then just put your face on there. People want to see your face. I cannot stress that enough. If you're just posting a quote, people aren't going to look at it as much as they would look at your face and see your happiness and your glow. So make sure you're posting your face on your Facebook page. Also your transformation. And if you've been with Isagenix for a few months and you don't really have a transformation, then I would say step back, start over, and have a transformation. You have to eat, sleep, and breathe Isagenix to make this work to its maximum capacity. I can't stress that enough, because I know some people don't have a transformation, and I'm like, you guys, if you don't have a transformation, you're not following the program right, or you're just stuck. So we need to do something. Step back, reevaluate what you're doing through diet. Ask Ellie or we can help you. Ellie is amazing. When I travel with her, she's always got me on track. Like shake, 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 shake. So you have to literally eat, sleep, and breathe Isagenix and be in love with it, basically, to make it successful with this company.
And I'll go off of that real fast, Brandy. You don't have to be obsessed with doing it to a T. You do have to have an obsession with doing what works for you, right? So for me, it works for me to have my shakes. It works for me to have my e-shots. It works for me to have my probiotics. That makes me happy. That makes me feel good when I look in the mirror, when I talk to people, when I travel. Like, it makes me feel good to stay on top of it. And I know that that can be true for everybody, but you don't have to do the exact schedule that Isagenix has written in order to be obsessed with it. You might be obsessed with e-shots, like I know Rachel on here. She's loved e-shots since the day she started. And so that might be your daily ritual and routine, and you incorporate that and you talk about them to every single person. Because whatever you're obsessed with Isagenix, it's like a gateway drug that you can talk about and offer people into so much more. And also I had somebody ask, what are conversation openers that can lead back to, that aren't directly selling Isagenix, but maybe you could lead back there? And literally anything, okay? So we're in the summertime, so asking people, are you going on a summer vacation? And then they're like, no, I can't afford that. Oh, really? Well, what if I could help you, find a way to make some extra income? Or have you gone to the beach at the summer? Yeah, it was so wonderful, blah, blah, blah. Like, you can turn every conversation back to Isagenix slightly, just by asking people normal, everyday questions. You can wrap it in, because when Isagenix is part of your life, like it is for everybody on this call, it's so easy to wrap the conversation back there very subtly. We're actually not trying to sell people things. That's not our goal of every conversation, is not to sell people things. It's always to offer them a solution, though. So to whatever problem that might arise that you might be able to identify based off the response they give you. And so when I think about it like that, I never, ever, ever feel like I'm trying to sell anybody anything, but I'm always open to offering them a solution if they have a problem they let me know about.
Yes, I love that, because it's an opportunity. And if we don't share it with people, how are they supposed to know about it? And this can help so many people. But going back to what you said, the conversation starters, Eric and Shannon said form, F-O-R-M. F is for from. Where are you from? O is occupation. What do you do for a living? R is recreation. What do you do for fun? And then motivation, M. So those are ways you can start a conversation with people in that order. Like, what's your motivation? What are you going for? Do you have goals at the end? Just to start conversation with people. I talk to hundreds of people a day through Facebook Messenger now since the last 2 weeks. I've had about 15 to 20 people a day come to me asking about Isagenix, you guys. And it's just planting the seed, and that may not be their time, but they will come back to you. If they've messaged you once and you just keep loving on them, I always go, today I went through my messenger and I messaged people. I just went back and followed up with them. Like, hey, how are your goals going? Are you hitting that weight loss? Are you loving your business? Are you hitting that income that you would like to get with your company? And then, just loving on them and talking to them. But definitely stay positive. I cannot stress that enough. No comparison, stay positive and change your energy, because it will change the game for you. I really cannot stress that enough. Like, I had a call one-on-one with Zach Slobina like 3 weeks ago. The day after I talked to him, I enrolled 2 people. And then the week after that, I enrolled like 3 people. And then last week I enrolled 7 people. So it's like, it just starts coming once you get that momentum and you get that positive energy and you tell yourself, I'm going to do this and it's going to happen. It does happen. It really does.
And you have to literally be open to it. And you know what really, really, really cuts all comparison out of you? And I told Tiffany to do this. I told all of you, but I'm going to keep telling you until I see you all do it. And I told Tiffany to do this last week. I said, write down your I have statements. And she wrote them down and she sent me all the things that she had. And so they were simple as like, I have people reaching out to me every day about Isagenix. And guess what? She just enrolled somebody today and she sent a call to somebody else. So you have to really focus on what you have and accept and acknowledge what you have, even if you haven't seen it manifest in real life yet, okay? So if you really, truly have these desires, you have to live your life as if you have them. And one way to get into that mind, I need to live my life as if I have children in bed, right? So one way that you have to do this is by saying what you have. And those are, 5 to 10 to 15 to 20 things that at one time you desired that you now must accept as your reality. So for me, I have people reaching out to me every day about Isagenix. Ever since I said that, I've had one, kind of like Randy, I've had 1 to 3 people reaching out to me specifically saying that they wanted to get started, they wanted pricing information, whatever it might be. I also say I have a rapidly duplicating and growing Isagenix business. And literally my IsaPulse has been blowing up since I started adopting that as my everyday language. And so what happens when you have these I have statements, it's not as simple as you just saying it. What happens is that your actions begin to align with these statements, okay? So if you say that you have people reaching out to you about Isagenix every day, guess what you're going to do naturally? What actions will you naturally do? You naturally will post about Isagenix. You naturally will start conversations with strangers saying hey to them. You naturally will comment on people's photos, and it won't feel like work or like you're making yourself do it because you have people reaching out to you every day about Isagenix. So it's literally like this subconscious thing. You'll just find yourself doing these things, right? So if you have a rapidly duplicating team with Isagenix, guess what you're going to find? You're going to find yourself reaching out to your teammates and cheering them on and sending them an encouraging message or loving on their posts or doing things like that. You're going to find yourself doing this versus forcing yourself to do it, right? So when you sit in this moment of, I want this or I want that or whatever, it creates a lack and scarcity mindset, okay? So then anytime you go to do something like post, it feels like work and it feels difficult because you don't have people reaching out to you, so you have to post, right? But if you instead believe, I have people reaching out to me every single day, then you get to post. You're excited. Your posts are working. They're so fun and great. Are y'all understanding? Can you like shake your head or comment? Are y'all understanding this mindset shift and how powerful it can be and how much more fun it makes it? I even love to say, like, I have great and abundant friends who love me. And guess what? When I've done that, I had Brandy message me like right after I started saying that, and she like loved on me and asked me about my personal life and gave me such great encouragement. You know, I had other people sending me, you know, my mom started like, my mom and I have never had a close relationship, but since saying these things, she's called me every day and sent me messages and love. And like, once you start changing your ideals to what you have, whether you technically have it in a 3D version, like where you can hold it in your hand, you literally shift and change as a person to become a match for these things with your actions, right? So if you say, I have very important things to do tomorrow, what are you going to do? You're going to wake up early with a smile on your face and you're going to do something important. Don't know what it is, but it will be. Brandy, could you agree with what I'm saying here?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Definitely. I was going to share with you guys something about the secrets of a millionaire mind. I can't keep going back to that book enough, but the penny thing. So we were at a bar. We're always at a bar. I feel like it's my life. I live at a bar. Anyway, so we were like at this bar a few weeks ago and I found a quarter on the ground. I picked it up and I looked at Clint. I was like, I'm a money magnet in the middle of this bar, you guys. I picked up that quarter. And then we were walking out the door to leave. My husband finds $80 on the ground. $80. I was like, oh my gosh, Clint, you're a money magnet. So then 2 days later, Isagenix had a raffle. Guess who wins it? My husband. He won the shake, the cleanse, the Ionix, and that raffle. And then he was at a barbecue thing on Saturday with his command picnic. And we've been like saying we wanted a cornhole set so bad. Like, I'm like, well, will you build us a cornhole thing? And he had a ticket in his hand and he was like, they were calling out the raffles and he was like, I'm going to win that. And sure as crap, y'all. Clint knew, like they called his number. He was like, told you. I'm like, I'm telling you, law of attraction. I cannot stress enough. So if you want something, say you're going to get it and it happens. It really does.
Yeah, no, it 100% does. And no one can really explain it to you until you start practicing it daily as a daily practice. And the more excited you get about it, the more emotional string and heartstrings you have. Like a lot of you on this call, some of you, like you really, really desire this income so you can leave your career, right? So you really have to think about what that feels like. Tap into that emotion and then say that you have it, right? I was so convinced when I started that I would replace my income. I knew it. I stepped into that role. I had replaced my income before I actually had, because my belief was that strong. So whatever that emotion is that's keeping you here, that got you on that call, tap into that emotion and then loudly, like as soon as we hang up this call, state what you have, which are your dreams and goals. Like, I have all the skills to be an executive with Isagenix, right? That's what you need to say. I have all the skills to be an executive with Isagenix and maintain it. I have all the people within my team, within my network, within my community to get me to 1 star, whatever, you know, whatever you want to say, whatever your goal is right now, really take claim to it. I have incredible closing skills and I can enroll anyone that reaches out to me about Isagenix. Like, try those statements on for a moment. I have an amazing network of people who send me referrals or who want to get started, or who support me every single day. Just pronounce those statements and just, you know, sit there and wait. Be ready to receive the goodness, right? While you're doing the actions that you naturally will begin to do once you accept this as your reality, right? The only thing that's holding anybody back right now from achieving what they want is that they have not accepted that this is a reality for them. Whether you can acknowledge it or not, it's a subconscious underlying thought of doubt or fear or, you know, unworthiness, something like that. And you have to love that part of you. Say, thank you for being there. I release you now, because guess what? I have a 6-figure income with Isagenix flowing to me every single year. And let's just see the shift that's going to happen here. All right. Does anybody have anything else to add or ask or anything before we end the call? No? All right. Well, thank you, Brandy, so much for being there. Thank you all. I can't wait to hear about y'all saying your I have statements, and let's check in next week and see what you all have, right? I want to hear about it because I'm excited for you. So thank you all for being here. Have a great Monday night. Good night, everybody.
Bye.